stay down. Stay down, 10 toes on fold now. World cold, but I'm built for the showdown. No handouts, had to carve my own route. Stay solid when they try to take my soul out. Stay down, even when it don't make sense. Stay down, that's the cost of the rent. Stay down, I ain't switching for a trend. Stay true, now I'm up in the end. Stay down. Late nights, sirens sing lullabies. Yellow tape dreams, seen too many mamas cry. Homies say slide, but I see the bigger plan. One wrong move, that's your life in a can. They don't teach patience where I'm from. It's fast money, fast death, fast life on the run. Every corner got a choice, every choice got a price. You can gamble with your future or invest in your life. I done seen kings fall chasing validation, turn soldiers into ghosts over reputation. So I move different, I ain't follow the crowd. Stay quiet, stay focused, head above the clouds. Stay down, 10 toes on fold now. World cold, but I'm built for the showdown. No handouts, had to carve my own route. Stay solid when they try to take my soul out. I stay down even when it don't make sense. Stay down, that's the cost of the rent. Stay down, I ain't switching for a trend. Stay true, now I'm up in the end. Stay down. They say pick a side, but both sides lose. Same graveyard filled with different crews. Same tears fall from a different view. Same system playing games with you. It's a trap disguised as loyalty, turning young kings into casualties. They don't want you thinking, just reacting fast. That's how they keep you stuck in your past. So I stepped back, had to peep the code. Every move calculated, every step I chose. Discipline heavy, I ain't moving light. Had to cut distractions just to see my life. They gon' doubt you when you move alone. They gon' laugh when you don't pick a side. But they don't see the vision you protecting. They don't see what you sacrificing inside. Now it's long nights turning into long wins. Pain turned profit, I don't break, I've been built from the struggle, but I ain't stuck there. Use the pressure as a tool, now I breathe rare air. Had to stay down just to level up. Lost friends, lost time, but I kept my trust. Not in them, but in me, that's the key. Self-made mindset, that's the real OG. This ain't luck, this is discipline. Every loss I took, I turned it into wins. Now they looking like how he get out. I stay down, that's what it's about. Stay down, 10 toes on fold now. World cold, but I'm built for the showdown. No handouts, had to carve my own route. Stay solid when they try to take my soul out. Stay down even when it don't make sense. Stay down, that's the cost of the rent. Stay down, I ain't switching for a
realize it. What people gotta realize is Kev been on the internet for years for $1 a day, bro. Just chilling, hanging out. Ever since I got demonetized, it's been the same thing. Just $1, bro. You feel me? But again, that was unorganized. That was reckless. That wasn't KevRow University. That wasn't teaching non-compos mentis. Press 1. That wasn't that. You know, that was just on the internet with my cup out begging in front of the store. And those who heard me, they was like, okay, we'll give Kev $1. Press what? But Kev been saying for what? For a minute now, you know, we don't outgrew the dollar thing. You know what I'm saying? I realized that I wouldn't have none of these things that I have or be able to live at all, really, if it was on that accord. So I asked the class what they thought the class was worth, and they came in, they said it. It was no objections, although objection was open. And you know, I don't want nobody trying to make me feel bad because I gotta be the one who say, hey, press 1. See, y'all gotta understand, from music class to KevRow University, and I'm trying to get the sports show popping, that come at an expense, time, labor, revenue. You know what I'm saying? And I try my best to entertain for that $1. Press 1. But KevRow University is different than Koffee and Kush TV. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people screaming that KevRow shit and KRU when they Koffee and Kush or just want to be entertained by Kev when I ain't got nothing to offer but the algorithmic, and that's cool. You know what I'm saying? We monetizing that too. But people gotta understand, Kev been slaving for a minute, and Kev was the first one on points in a penny.
Points on a penny.
I ain't
They
trying to hear
selling
me
they
though.
soul for fractions.
I ain't the one.
Do the math.
Do the math, nigga.
Points on a penny, that's all that they get. Chasing the fame, but they're drowning in debt. I'd rather build it, I don't play with my worth.
Hold on.
They sell their essence, I invest in my...
Hold on. FYI, that dollar, I respect that. But that shit had me 2-3 months late on bills and rent and shit. I ain't gonna even lie to you. So a nigga really had to build himself up from nothing, from the red.
Points on a penny.
Y'all, they
They
tripping.
selling their soul for fractions.
They won't be out here like,
Do the math.
but then they go yell my shit, KevRow.
Points on a penny, that's all that they get. Chasing the fame, but they're drowning in debt. I'd rather build it, I don't play with my worth. They sell their essence, I invest in my work. They streaming all day, think they winning the race. 0 gold, 3%, that's the cut that they take. That's pennies on dollars, that's crumbs on the plate. Why the system get rich off the moves that you make? 1 unit sold equal 1,500 plays, but they ain't even own it. That's a dangerous game, they chase recognition. I'm chasing control. They signing Nate life for a temporary glow. Points on a penny, that's all that they get. Chasing the fame, but they drowning in debt. I'd rather build it, I don't play with my worth. They sell their essence, I invest in my work. I'm thinking units, I'm thinking long term. 240 a unit, that's a different return. Why they stuck in the loop trying to go viral quick? I'm building the base that'll actually stick. This ain't hate, it's awareness and truth. They just never explain how the system moves. You the product if you don't own the means. That's why I'm building mine behind the scenes. Fame ain't wealth. Streams ain't ownership.
It's not ownership.
Know what you building, or you'll lose it.
Don't cry about it.
They want the spotlight, I want the rights. They want the look, I want the light. Responsibility over hype, that's the code I live. I don't chase attention, I build what it is. Points on a penny, I can't live like that. I'd rather slow grind and get real impact. Now every move I make got purpose attached. I'm building something they can't take back. Points on a penny, I don't move like that. I build my lane, I don't follow that path. They chasing the fame, I'm chasing the facts. Ownership first, I'm standing on that.
Hey,
Know your worth,
know your worth.
or they'll price you.
Hell, they gonna price you. Hold on, they gonna price you real fast too. You feel me? Hold on, they gonna price you real fast. That's why I created KevRow University. That's me, and a place where others can speak, and it turned into something else. It turned into people watching something play out that was greater than any other YouTube type situation. That's all I'm gonna say about it. And if you've been here long enough, you still rowing on the boat, go, hey, sign up and contact me on Patreon for the private links to my lecture and my books and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? Be a part of that. Support something great. I built this. I own this. This mine. You know, so everything that I stand on is in my lectures, and you know, nobody can take that from me. So support the real. Don't support the phony. Don't support the phony. Learn this law, history, truth as much as you can so you can go even further. But you got to be a part of KevRow. You just can't be around this motherfucker. Oh yeah, I'm KevRow. Press 1 and you not KevRow. Because when I call on you, you're not going to be ready to present your information. When I tell you to turn to page 3, you're going to be like, where, Kev? Where? You know, it's on page 3 in that civil case right there. And you're not going to be able to go there because that's what we study. We study these cases. We study how we got in this situation, you know, and we go into a greater depth, in a greater understanding, And when we get to that greater understanding, we go past that. We go past all barriers. You feel me? So KevRow is not just a slogan. It's not just something you say. No, it's a way of life. It's a way of studying. It's a way of embracing. It's a way of competency. It's a way of comprehending. You don't want to be out here. Hey, listen, y'all. Y'all don't want to be out here like what's the name? What's the name? Mr. Tate? Not Mr. Tate. Hold on, let me bring this back. Not Mr. Tate. Mr. Tatum. You don't want to be out here like Mr. Tatum. Press one. Looking bad because he don't go to KevRow University. He didn't get his history lesson from KevRow. He gets it from Candace Owens and Prager University. So you got to be a fool and a coon not to know your history. Press one. This was one big Pan-African, Pan-American study group. Mr. Gillespie, press one. This was one big Pan-American historical argumentative study group. Bunch of Pan-Americans. Yeah, I'm on my shit. Let me take my Air Forces off. I'm tired of this shit. Oh, let me take the white ones off and put the black ones on. Look how stupid he looks. Students, this is for the students. Look how stupid Mr. Tatum looks. So he's going to look even worse when you finish understanding where he got his information from. I've never seen this level of low intellect when it comes to our history in America. I don't even like to say black history. I say our history. Because there's a lot of different black people from everywhere talking black and black. I'm talking about our history. The people who was taken into protective custody. Press one. And you may be saying, what you mean by that, Kev? What you mean by protective custody? You don't know nothing. That's the problem. You ain't been studying. You don't know that the federal government has custodianship over your black butt. Press one. You don't understand how you got in this position. Press one. You don't know why you're non-compos mentis and ignorant of the law. That's what I teach at KevRow University. Every black person that considers themselves African American, black, or any of those things needs to come to KevRow University to study. Press one. How a nation was taken into protective custody, non-compos mentis, being born dead in the eyes of the law. 13th, 14th, and 15th Amendment signed, sealed, and stamped your fate. That's why you're in this position. But we're not looking at this from the Pan-African, Pan-American point of view. We're looking at it from the children who's still stuck in that position point of view. Our people ain't from no damn Africa. Press one. And we wasn't brought here on no damn slave boats. Hit the like button and subscribe. That's the Pan-Africans and the white man's belief system. And Tate, they like Hebrew Israelites. They like to just argue silly points. Silly points. They like to stay in mental despair, and they don't know that our people has been taken into custody by the federal government. And Mr. Gillespie have found not only the men and women who was taken into custody, but their children as well. So there's a lot to learn. What I'm saying is make sure you sign up to KevRow University. And if you are a person who signed up, send me a message on Patreon or on Discord to say, Kev, I need the link for class first thing in the morning. Okay? This is a new school, a new thing that I'm doing where only my students are getting in and the internet can be where it is. I suffer too much on the internet. Has so much going on and people trying to destroy my work. And all I'm trying to do is wake those up who want to be woken up to the information I have studied and now have a team of people who study and take the time out of their lives that they work and live life as well. And we all study the law from that perspective. We understand the assignment. I hope you do as well. You feel me? So be there. If you're not there, don't be running around saying, I'm KevRow. I'm KevRow. You ain't sent Kev a message. My moderators ain't saw you over there. And the students ain't saw you over there. And you going to be over here talking about KevRow. I'm trying to, you feel me? Because I do Coffee and Kush TV at night here. I'm removing all of the videos off of here so I can get my page back monetized. I'm editing them and posting up my lectures over there as well as my new lectures, my work, my new live streams. The same things I do here, I'm doing there. I'm not doing what I do there here. This is for entertainment purposes only. KevRow at night. Coffee and Kush TV, the Urban Conservative, you know what it is, reactions and all that. You want the work, then you really have to be accepted. Yeah, you got to sign up and be accepted. It says no longer just, yeah, because I'm not being stressed out. It's really just you want to fill your notebook up with notes and work that you can study for the rest of your life. Or you can just say, I was scared. I was there. I was there, baby. I was there. You feel me? But you're going to be like that. And you're going to be looking like Mr. Tatum here, really ignorant of even a Pan American's historical point of view. Okay? So I hope y'all listen to what I'm saying. If you got to be there. I'm no longer doing KevRow here. You feel me? And God bless y'all. All of those who in the future going to say, okay, why you don't do the video? It's what it is, man. I gotta, it's called elevation. I got to move forward and smaller is better. You feel me? I don't know about in the bed or nothing because Roland Martin just got busted, but we'll talk about that later on tonight. You know what I'm talking about? We'll talk about that later on tonight. Until the end, Mr. Tatum shows his ignorance and shows just how much he knows about Black history. And it's not just him. It's the community he's a part of, that he works for, that he views himself. I honestly feel bad for Mr. Tatum. And I know he will say, no, don't feel bad for me. I don't want nobody. I honestly feel bad for Mr. Tatum because he don't know. And like Dr. Cheyenne Bryant, she don't know. She really don't got no degree in that stuff. First of all, they just look like Candace Owens. She believes her views on the history too, right? She has a lick of knowledge about it. She just knows slave boats and that's it. So we're going to pay attention as a class this time around. What up, Pop Dudes? What's up, classroom? I see y'all out there. We're going to pay attention together. So when we go to class, his face will pop up. See, this is the face that you got to defeat. This is white supremacy. He is the perfect Negro. He is the perfect house Negro Malcolm X was talking about. The perfect one. Along with all the other comedians and entertainers that's out there. But this is the perfect one. And I'm going to show you why. Let's go to the video. I hope y'all learned something. today.
I feel like you want to be confrontational more than you want to get to the bottom of a conversation. But if you're 25 and under, the leading cause of death for you is being murdered by another black person.
I think you're full of shit. That is the whole thesis of Up From Slavery.
No, it's not.
Did you read the book?
I did not read the book.
There you go. Then you don't know what you're talking about.
No,
You are uneducated.
To say that Donald Trump is racist is the craziest thing I've heard.
Donald Trump.
Have you ever met Donald Trump?
Is systemic racism holding the black community back?
Oh my goodness, they got a bunch of Africans dressed up as African Americans. Jeez Louise, I was wondering where these Africans was coming from with these false senses of point of holding us back. These is a bunch of black immigrants. That's one, they got Africans dressed up as us having a debate about us. Hit the like button and subscribe. Paid to be distracted. That's why we must stand. This is what I'm talking about. No, they didn't get the gremlin of Nigeria. That's one I got. No. See? I told you, we different over here. They gonna get a bunch of Africans to play us in America and act like they having a debate. I be seeing it on my Instagram too, like, why this African acting like they got my problems? This is just best one. They ain't got my damn problem. Best one. Why is she fighting so hard? This is one African lady. She always say we. I'm like, girl, we. Hit the like button. Who is we? It must be them house Negroes Malcolm X was talking about. Because, nigga, hit the like button and super duper subscribe. Why are the Africans? Now, you can't tell the difference. There's one. Now, you can. All of them, bunch of bad Americans trying to trick us into silly arguments. I told you. So you got to peep the game. Why she got a business suit on as well? Paid to be distracted. Okay? That's the one. That's the first. What the fuck?
Or has it become an excuse to avoid personal responsibility? Now, John was a little too white to handle this topic, so you got me. I'm Paris Rose from Jubilee Media, and this is Surrounded, where one brave soul faces a room full of disagreeers. Today, we're diving into policing in black communities, whether Republicans are better for the black community than Democrats, and the debate over
This is the stupidest argument ever. Are Republicans better than the Democrats? Or the Democrats better than the Republicans? It's the greatest deception of all time that they keep just falling for. Like in any individual political party is going to stop white supremacy. It's going to stop them from authorizing this behavior. I told you. And not one of these groups will go to the Supreme Court. To the Supreme Court. Forget the debate. Where's the argument?
systemic racism. I'm here with our featured guest, former police officer and conservative commentator, Brendan Tatum. I'm so happy to see you today. How you feeling?
I'm good. I'm blessed. I'm happy.
All right, you ready to take everyone on?
Oh, we about to get busy in here. So.
Oh, I love to hear it. Are you guys ready? Yeah! They sound ready. All right, let's go.
Hi, I'm Officer
it's something to play with. Like, no. African Americans really don't like you. No, not Pan Americans. No, not foreign blacks. No, us. We really don't give a fuck. We don't like you. And we never will, because you're a house Negro. And is that you remind me of like Marquette and Tate and all these other niggas. Who cares? We don't like you. And you're not accepted, sir. Whatever accepted is. I mean, it ain't like we're all a part of a club, right?
Tatum, and I'm the host of The Officer Tatum Show, and I'm surrounded by black liberals.
And I'm surrounded by black liberals. What?
My first surrounded claim is Trump and Republicans are better for the black community than Democrats.
Oh, wow, such a high school ass argument. My first claim, Trump got a year and a half left, nigga. And the Republicans are better than the black people. It's the same argument from the early what? since they took over. This is the stupidest argument. Which white supremacist is better for me? What Aryan nation that follows after Israel, that's in the book of Revelation in the Bible as the false Israel? Guess what? Which one of them is against Israel in the Pentagon joining forces in America, which is totally against my sovereignty? What's wrong with you fake-ass Republicans and Democrats? Both of them is retarded. They don't understand supreme authority.
If you'd like to be the first debater, get to that chair in 3, 2, 1.
Now that's stupid. Now then why not just join a circle? Why not this guy in a hat go first? Why make it such a clown? Why make it a clown show of musical chairs where we're about to fight over a damn chair to make it a point? Well, this is not a fun topic. Officer Tatum is the POS, a piece of, you know what? Press what? But we got to listen to the arguments.
Naima, nice to meet you.
Naima,
Yeah.
nice to meet you as well.
Before I do my rebuttal, I would just like to know why you think that.
Well, there's a myriad of reasons. I think that conservative policies are more beneficial to the black community. It's more beneficial to America, which black people are part of America. And I think that policies like
Look at all these Africans.
limiting immigration are
It's like they've been practicing. Look at the snout. Look at the Jewish snout on this one. Oh my goodness. Check this out. Classroom. Remember when I tell y'all this? Don't none of these people believe in God. Not the God we believe in. I'm just going to say that first and foremost. So they have no knowledge of the law in which I'm speaking of.
illegal immigration, getting illegal immigrants out of this country, lowering taxes, all benefit black people as a whole. Religious freedom, you name it, every single policy that I...
Religious freedom. Every single policy I'm laying out. Look how she looking at him. You know, Officer Tatum, when a woman looks at you like this, she about to leave you for Pookie and Ray Ray.
I can think about that Republicans have implemented, that they stand for, the values they stand for are all better off for black people than Democrats could ever dream of.
How have you?
This nigga is a wrestler. The Democrats could ever dream of. They put forth the policy. This is wow. How we even arguing this? But go ahead. I'm sticking with it.
Okay. First of all, religious freedom is not just a Republican policy. I just want
No, the
that's just in
Republicans
the
are far
Constitution.
more freedom, believe in the freedom of religion than Democrats could ever dream of.
Okay, eighth grader. Let me tell you right now, brother. Hulkamania rules, and we got more Hulkamaniacs than a Macho Man Randy Savage could ever dreamed of here at SmackDown Tuesday Night Raw. Get the fuck out! Come on. You ever dream of, young lady? Educate this grown ass man on America, please.
I don't want to harp on that. That's in the Constitution. That's just not.
That's in the Constitution. Religious freedom is not a political thing. It's a sovereignty thing. Sir, that's in the Constitution. That these corporate bro. Yeah, any Democrat could ever dream of. Let's start off with human beings first. Religious freedom. All right, y'all can study all that goofy stuff over there. Okay, you can study. Okay, let's go.
True,
from
but
every single aspect of life. No.
But I just want to focus on which one of Trump's policies specifically.
Which one of them?
Has been designed to help the black community?
Well, First Step Back has been designed to reverse the effects of over-policing from the past.
That has done that.
The First Step Back, yes, it was.
Okay.
To allow for people who were incarcerated with sentencing for drug dealing and less violent crimes for them to have some relief. My uncle got out on the First Step Back.
Okay.
Urban revitalization.
Yeah.
Injecting money into these inner city communities.
My uncle got out on the First Step Act. That's because you fighting for Trump, bro. Not because
permanent funding for HBCUs, which Barack Obama never did. Donald Trump implemented.
Okay.
I mean, I can go down a list.
Yeah,
And I think that lowering taxes and all the other benefits that Americans get is also beneficial to black people.
So it's funny because I've watched some of your videos, I've heard these talking points before, and I actually looked into all of these, and there's not a ton of quantitative impact on how those have actually affected just the black community. But let's talk about the Republican Party.
Yeah, bro, there ain't even no quantum facts on this shit, bro. You tripping.
And Trump and his policies as a whole. Do you think that Trump reposting a video in which one of his supporters screams white power was beneficial to the black community?
I'm not familiar with some video that he posted.
Well, I mean, you should be, though.
Let's talk about Democrat policy.
You should be,
Let's talk about Democrat policy.
No, see,
What
no.
Democrat
Now
policy?
you're obfuscating. You are the one who has the...
Officer Tatum, come on, bro. You gonna let him call y'all some monkeys, bro? Press 1. Officer Tatum, bro. Come on, bro. You gotta have something to say about this.
It says right here.
I'm sorry. I do not want to be interrupted.
It says right here
I do not want to be
that
interrupted.
Trump
She didn't want to be interrupted, sir.
and
You are the
Republicans are
one-
better than the
Yes,
Democrat
exactly.
policies.
So the burden of proof is
It's
on
on
you.
you.
She
Yes.
said no, it's not.
Wow.
No, this is how a
You're-
debate works.
you
You've made
are
a claim
saying
that
that
you have to substantiate, and you
You're
have yet to
saying
do that.
I am wrong. So how are you correct in that Democrat policies are better than Republican
Well,
policies?
actually, do you want to know my personal
with it.
belief is that the Democrats are fundamentally kind of apathetic to the needs of black people, while Republicans are openly antagonizing the black community.
Give me an example.
So
Like Chud. Press like motherfucking Chud and like Adam 22, like fucking Vlad TV. Just like that. Just what's wrong? Like the gaslighting. Oh, I got black fatigue. That's not coming from liberal, bro. Black fatigue are coming from the predators who trying to distract from what they have on them computers by using black people who got shit to do tomorrow. Guess what? See?
I mean, so
what
an
policy
example.
position is negative towards black people that Republicans implement?
Trump this year intentionally got rid of the disparate impact analysis. So what the disparate impact analysis does is that it analyzes laws that were made neutrally, policies that were intended to be neutral, to make sure that there were not any racial disparities as an effect of that policy, right? Accidentally.
Yeah, so teach him something, young lady.
So Trump has removed the protection for the disparate impact.
He said, "Nah, I don't believe that shit. That's a lie." Nigga look like a rat. This nigga a hamster for real. This nigga, nah, not my white people. Press 1. Nah, my I would love to be at the barbecue with this food. No, not my white friends. Whenever.
Impact analysis. So we don't know if the policies that we're enacting are disproportionately hurting the black community or not.
That doesn't make any sense. Any policy.
doesn't make any sense. I agree.
No, what
It's a
you're
bad
saying
idea.
does not make any sense because the policies that are implemented,
Yes.
the majority of the ones that are in Congress are agreed upon by the House and the Senate,
Right.
Democrats and Republicans.
Yes.
And so with that being said, there's black people represented. There's
Yes.
all kind of
Well,
people
that's the
represented
point.
in creating our laws and
I know, but
policies.
that's the point.
So
But
what are you
not
saying that they're
everything-
not considering
But
whether or
here's-
not it has a desperate effect on
So
the black
here's the
community?
thing. When you create a policy, obviously you are creating it in good faith. But we do not know always how that policy is going to affect the
Give me an
population.
example of a
Can
policy.
I finish talking?
Give me an
please?
example of policy.
But I'm trying to
'Cause
explain to
I'm running
you.
out of time.
So the point of the disparate analysis report is to check to make sure that the laws that we implement in good faith.
He just don't he don't want to he got that eye. He got that eye that's in the Shango. That motherfucker twitching. He looking at her like like he want to just do some bad things, man. What you thinking about it? Well, I wonder what Tate was thinking about at this moment in the video.
Don't end up hurting the black community by accident. Why would you get rid of that?
Why do you think he got rid of it?
According to you, why you think he got rid of it? No, you answer, rat man.
He's
you.
racist.
Because he's a racist. That's what she said. She's proving her point. You're not making a good urban conservative, you black conservative. This is not the black conservative people want. I would have been able to show my black people why conservative is much better than being in liberal. But, I mean, why conservative viewpoints are much better than just open liberal policies, but not Republican. I would just, conservative and Republican is not the same thing. Press one. Y'all just linked being a conservative. You can be a conservative Democrat. And a liberal is not tied to a Democrat because these white liberals with bad things on their computer, I mean, these white Republicans are more liberals than conservative. Christian. Amen. So you got Democrats who can be conservative and have money in the bank and know how to govern their lives and their agency correctly. But you can have liberal, nobody ever told you this, Republicans who think open sexually. They want you to think, this is what Turning Point wants you to think, that they trademarked Jesus. The Turning Point Republicans, the neocons, George Bush, motherfucking Donald Rumsfeld type activation, ready for war neocons, these is the same ones. They ain't no different. I'm the urban conservative, and I'm going to tell you, these neocons align themselves with AIPAC lobbyist groups. They don't let the urban conservative lose. Press what? And has led America into war across the Arabian Peninsula. Amen. For that breakdown. And Israel coming high on American soil and infuse themselves under an Epstein corrupt administration where not only the father, I sound like Farrakhan, amen. Not only the father, but now we know the son, Barron, is tied to goddamn Tate Epstein too. Now I'm telling you, Donald Trump, you better stop before God. That's what. I told you. KevRow. That's how you want it. Liberal, not selfish, narrow on contracted Catholic and large, embracing other interests than one's own. You see, a liberal is to be in sin. Because their interest is not supposed to be over your own. People of God. God said he going to raise you up so you the lender and not the borrower. Okay? A liberal mind is a white supremacist mind with Negroes out front. The Republican of today, his mind is move, nigga. Sit down. You can't even speak correctly, which may be true. I'm not taking anything away from your ability to comprehend the law, but that's your blessing at the same time, because that's better than those who do know the law and still corrupt. See? You were in a better position being ignorant of the law than anybody else, because everybody know except you. Everybody know. Look at Officer Tatum's face. He know what he's saying is white supremacy.
Laws and
I know,
policies.
but that's the point.
So
But
what are you
not
saying that they're
everything-
not considering
But
whether or
here's-
not it has a desperate effect on the black
here's
community?
the thing. When you create a policy, obviously you are creating it in good faith. But we do not know always how that policy is going to affect the
Give me an
population.
example of a
Can
policy.
I finish talking?
Give me an
please?
example of policy.
But I'm
'Cause
trying to
I
explain.
gotta-
Don't rush her, man. Bro, you got to learn to listen and comprehend and stop trying to, you got something to do and rush into another argument. Embrace the young lady's energy, Buster.
I'm running out of time.
So the point of the disparate analysis report is to check to make sure that the laws that we
He
implement
look like Tazariak. How much more of this shit I gotta read?
in good faith don't end up hurting the Black community by accident. Why would you get rid of that?
Why do you think he got rid of it,
Because
according to
he's
you?
racist.
To say that Donald Trump is racist is the craziest thing I've heard.
Donald Trump.
Have you ever
Friend.
have you ever met Donald Trump personally?
No.
You don't know him?
No. So
Why
you've
would you
met
say
Donald Trump.
I've met Donald Trump several times?
So you're basing whether or not he's racist just
you don't
on
have any
your personal-
evidence. You're saying because he allegedly got rid of some desperate impact analysis that somehow that has something to do with race and it only affects Black
But
people.
your evidence is anecdotal. Oh, Trump was nice to me one time. Therefore,
Oh my goodness. Tatum, you're a child. Wow, bro, you're a fucking child. This is embarrassing.
Have you ever met Donald Trump personally?
no.
You don't know him?
No. So
Why
you've
would you
met
say
Donald
I've
Trump.
met Donald Trump several times?
So you're basing whether or not he's racist just
you don't
on
have any
your personal-
evidence. You're saying because he allegedly got rid of some desperate impact analysis that somehow that has something to do with race and it only affects Black
But
people.
your evidence is anecdotal. Oh, Trump was nice to me one time. Therefore, he's
no,
not a racist.
I have no evidence to
Of
believe
course
that
he's
Trump
nice
is a
to you,
racist.
because you are
Where's the
excusing
evidence that
his
Trump is a racist?
racism. Okay, I'll
Where's
give
it?
you more evidence.
Give me
In
evidence.
1973,
When Black people like me talked to the slaves, they didn't kill him. They'd send some old house Negro along behind him to undo what he said. You have to read the history of slavery to understand this. There were two kinds of Negroes. There was that old house Negro and the field Negro. And the house Negro always looked out for his master. When the field Negroes got too much out of line, he held them back in check. He put them back on the plantation. The house Negro could afford to do that because he lived better than the field Negro. He ate better, he dressed better, and he lived in a better house. He lived right up next to his master in the attic or the basement. He ate the same food his master ate and wore his same clothes. And he could talk just like his master. Good diction. And he loved his master more than his master loved himself. That's why he didn't want his master hurt. If the master got sick, he'd say, "What's the matter, boss? We sick?" When the master's house caught a fire, he'd try and put the fire out. He didn't want his master's house burned. He never wanted his master's property threatened. And he was more defensive of it than the master was. That was the house Negro. But then you had some field Negroes who lived in huts, had nothing to lose. They wore the worst kind of clothes, they ate the worst food, and they caught hell. They felt the sting of the lash. They hated their master. Oh, yes, they did. If the master got sick, they prayed that the master died. If the master's house caught a fire, they prayed for a strong wind to come along. This was the difference between the two. And today you still have house Negroes and field Negroes.
in 1973, his company was sued for violating the Fair Housing Act by openly discriminating against Black renters.
What was the findings of that?
He was actually forced to settle.
He was forced to settle?
Yes,
made
he
a
was forced
decision
to settle. No, he had
There
to
was
settle.
no finding of fault.
Why would someone settle
was
if
it
they
finding
were
of
not
fault?
guilty?
You can make up
Why
what you
would someone
want.
settle
You
if
can
he
say,
wasn't
why
doing it?
Was there a determination in court that he was at fault?
also forced to...
No. Was there
Yes.
a determination in court that he was at fault?
He settled, so they didn't have a determination in court. He got out of it by settling, which is what you do when you are guilty,
That's
but
not
you
true.
don't want to go to court.
That's not the
Yes,
way our
that
sy-
is
that's
exactly
not the way
what
the
the point
system
of
works.
settling is. Yes,
No,
you
it's
settle
not.
out. Yes.
He had a dissent decree, which they agreed that he would implement certain things.
When Black people like me talked to the slaves, they didn't kill him. They'd send some old house Negro along behind him to undo what he said. You have to read the history of slavery to understand this. There were two kinds of Negroes. There was that old house Negro and the field Negro. And the house Negro always looked out for his master. When the field Negroes got too much out of line, he held them back in check. He put them back on the plantation. The house Negro could afford to do that because he lived better than the field Negro.
He dressed
He
better.
ate better, he dressed better,
He talked
and
better.
he lived in a better house. He lived right up next to his master,
Right
in the
up
attic,
there.
or the basement.
Got a white woman.
He ate the same food his master ate,
Ate everything.
and wore his same clothes.
And look
And
at
he
him.
could talk just like his master.
Look at
Good
him.
diction.
Look at him.
And he loved his master more than his master loved himself.
He sure do.
That's why he didn't want his master hurt. If the master got sick, he'd say, "What's the matter, boss? We sick?"
We sick.
When the master's house caught a fire, he'd try and put the fire out. He didn't want his master's house burned. He never wanted his master's property threatened.
This is
And he was
sad.
more defensive of it than the master was. That was the house Negro.
This was the house Negro.
But then you had some field Negroes who lived in huts, had nothing to lose. They wore the worst kind of clothes. They ate the worst food.
Kind of food, nigga.
And they caught hell. They felt the sting of the
We
lash.
caught the sting of the law,
They hated
nigga.
their master.
We hate him.
Oh, yes, they did.
Yes, we did.
If the master got sick, they prayed that the master died. If the master's house caught a fire,
I
they
tell
prayed
you-
for a strong wind to
I
come
tell
along.
you, I couldn't wait for George Bush Sr. to die. Motherfucker. I couldn't wait so they can look at him in that motherfucking casket and get them motherfucking subpoenas. I want them to feel the sting. Man, when the Queen of England died and they came over the radio, that bitch dead. We can't use magic to wake her up. I said, thank you, Jesus. Thank you. Please put her, send Abaddon, tell Abaddon to open up the door. Here comes another one. When that little Pope, little funny looking Catholic man died, and they used AI to put stairways to heaven, like he was about to meet Charlie Kirk, bruh, nigga, do they cry should I cry when the Pope died? My request, nigga. Hey, when Mother Teresa, manly looking ass, trafficking looking ass passed away, you think I was crying, nigga? I was thinking, Jesus, that another one has perished with the wind. Nigga, when Senator Graham just went missing in Ukraine or whatever he was doing bad things at, I prayed to Jesus. I said, thank you, Lord. Man, when Donald Rumsfeld, oh, my favorite one. When motherfucking did that little fuck who got us in 9/11, got a pinky in the brain head ass nigga. Any of them, I thank Jesus Christ and the Father. When those who murder Christ in the end get revealed like the Hebrew Israelites, thank God. Press 1. I bathed in the glory of God. I glory destruction. Nigga, I love to see them lying in wait, just sticking. They to be thinking they gonna wake they retarded asses up and fly away or something. Leave they dead ass right there for they can see. Nigga, even you got a date, Vicar. Press 1, even you. Yep. Every president, every one of them that held the Negroes without telling them they was in protective custody, all of them. Yep. Karl Rove and any of those guys who took them to Iraq. All them. Praise Jesus, they not on the earth no more. Get rid of their children, these venomous vipers who just want to destroy things. Damn. Do y'all ever stop? Shit. Y'all got us and y'all need to be in jail, LA County. Press 1. Y'all need y'all computers checked. I heard 300 FBI agents was caught. Nigga. Y'all can't be trusted with the sting of the law at all. Y'all need y'all asses whooped. TATUM out here. Somebody get me the motherfucking definition of a damn TATUM. Ain't no African American in America named no damn TATUM. What the fuck is the definition of TATUM? Now listen to me. Now listen to this blessing we about to receive. Somebody put the blessing of the description. What is a TATUM? TATUM. The fuck is that? That ain't no name. Fool. You ain't no way. You the same race as me. Your retarded looking self. KevRow. I'm not claiming none of them. They can scream Jesus this and God that. They going. What? Tate's Homestead. What the fuck is Tate's Homestead? What is that? What is Tate's Homestead? Hit the like button and subscribe. Tate's Homestead. Wait. TATUM. Tate's Homestead. TATUM is Tate's Homestead. Hold on. What's a homestead? Hold up. Tate's Homestead. What's a homestead? Let me see. That's why I like my class. We're a little smart over here. Homestead meaning. A legal protection from debt. A family's main house, or a legal protection. Tax breaks are shields of a portion of property value creditors forced to sell.
Things in his organization, there was no fault granted. They did not prove
What were the
any,
things that
any
he had to
discrimin-
implement in his company?
Recruiting. It was a form of it.
No, because I'll get to that.
It was that
I think you're thinking about a different lawsuit against the Trump administration.
He had to make sure that they have job applications available to minorities.
No, this wasn't about jobs. This was about the Trump Corporation, the real estate. Yes, they violated the Fair Housing Act because
maybe we talking about something different.
Well, there were 2 times he was sued for racism.
I only know of one time.
Yeah, well, you should learn about the other one because it was bad too. Yes.
I don't think you know what you're talking about.
I don't think you know
the dissent decree, which was established, there was no findings of Donald Trump being a racist. And his organization has been without fault.
No, that was.
You cannot find a court document that says that.
No, y'all. TATUM basically means a person whose family came from TATUM settlement. Yeah. No, that's if you reading. I know you don't attend the school, but I'm gonna address that anyway. I'm not looking for the official meaning of the name TATUM or a person born under TATUM. I'm looking for a LEO, legal law enforcement officer, who will provide, look at that check, who will provide a security blanket for Andrew Tate. Tate's Homestead. I mean, that will mean Tate has videos defending Andrew Tatum on his page, and we would have to find out exactly what he's protecting him from. So, although this is a dope reaction, this is a long time of history, but I think, you feel me? Y'all see how I roll? You see the difference in KevRow? You see how they on the surface, but KevRow is thinking something else? I'm looking at a legal aspect. They want me to dream of what? Oh, it just means the name of the tatas in this one and that one. I know you're not a student here. Yeah. We're thinking legally. Where would this apply here? You talking about tatas, I'm talking about Tate and Tatum and Candace Owens. So you looking for nothing. I'm looking for something. G14 classified, approved.
That Donald Trump officially discriminated against anybody.
He literally marked.
What's your next one?
He literally marked black applicants.
What's your next one? What's your next example of Trump being a racist?
When he reposted the Obamas as monkeys.
Now he did not. He already said that he did not post that. It was somebody on his staff, and the post wasn't even about that. That was a real.
It was
that was
on
a real.
his
That was a real.
account.
And then when it came out,
It's on his account. This man is just gonna defend Master, huh?
Other way, because
I
it
don't
was
think-
bad too. Yeah.
I don't think you know what you're talking about.
I don't think you
the
know what you're
dissent
talking about.
decree, which was established, there was no findings of Donald Trump being a racist, and his organization has been without fault.
No, that was.
You cannot find a court
That is not
document
true.
that says that Donald Trump officially discriminated against anybody.
He literally marked.
What's your next one?
He literally marked black applicants.
What's your next one? What's your next example of Trump being a racist?
When he reposted the Obamas as monkeys.
Now he did not. He already said that he did not post that. It was somebody on his
Back in
staff,
slavery.
and the post was.
When black people like me talk to the slaves, they didn't kill him. They sent some old house Negro along behind him to undo what he said. You have to read the history of slavery to understand this. There were two kinds of Negroes. There was that old house Negro and the field Negro. And the house Negro always looked out for his master. When the field Negroes got too much out of line, he held them back in check. He put them back on the plantation. The house Negro could afford to do that because he lived better than the field Negro. He ate better, he dressed better, and he lived in a better house. He lived right up next to his master in the attic or the basement. He ate the same food his master ate and wore his same clothes. And he could talk just like his master. Good diction. And he loved his master more than his master loved himself. That's why he didn't want his master hurt. If the master got sick, he'd say, "What's the matter, boss? We sick?" When the master's house caught a fire, he'd try and put the fire out. He didn't want his master's house burned. He never wanted his master's property threatened. And he was more defensive of it than the master was. That was the house Negro. But then you had some field Negro.
Wasn't even
who lived
about
in
that.
huts.
That was a
Bro,
real.
it was
that was
on
a real.
his
That was a real.
account.
And then when it came out, he denounced it. He said it was wrong.
It was on his account already.
One of the
How
staffers posted it.
Why would one of his staffers even have that? Even if it wasn't
You're
him,
making the
why
post
would
sound
he
like
not
the post was
post it?
about that. It was a meme created by somebody else. And
Are
at the
you
end
really
of the post,
defending depicting black people as monkeys? Like, that's crazy.
And Hillary
That's
Clinton.
crazy.
And Hillary Clinton was
This was the difference between he held. There were two kinds of Negroes. There was that old house Negro and the field Negro. And the house Negro always looked out for his master. When the field Negroes got too much out of line, he held them back in check. He put them back on the plantation. The house Negro could afford to do that because he lived better than the field Negro. He ate better, he dressed better, and he lived in a better house. He lived right up next to his master in the attic or the basement. He ate the same food his master ate and wore his same clothes. And he could talk just like his master. Good diction. And he loved his master more than his master loved himself.
How you gonna point
pig, and it was all kind of people depicted as animals. It
Yeah.
wasn't just about Barack Obama. Did Donald Trump make the video?
Has any other president done that
Did Donald
ever?
Trump make the video?
Has any other
Trump being a racist.
when he reposted the Obamas as monkeys?
Now he did not. He already said that he did not post.
In a better house. He lived right up next to his master in the attic or the basement. He ate the same food his master ate and wore his same clothes. And he could talk just like his master. Good diction. And he loved his master more than his master loved himself.
That it was somebody on his staff, and the post wasn't even about that. That was a
Bro,
real.
it was
that was
on
a real.
his
That was a real.
account.
And then when it came out, he denounced it. He said it was wrong.
It was on his account already.
One of the staffers posted it.
Why would one of his staffers even have that? Even if it wasn't
You're
him,
making the
why
post
would
sound
he
like
not
the post was
post it?
about that. It was a meme created by somebody else. And
Are
at the
you
end
really
of the post,
defending depicting black people as monkeys? Like, that's
He
crazy.
ate better, he dressed better, and he lived in a better house. He lived right up next to his master in the attic or the basement. He ate the same food his master ate and wore his same clothes. And he could talk just like his master. Good diction. And he loved his master more than his master loved himself. That's why he didn't want his master hurt.
It was
and now you're gonna point at
pig, and it was all kind of people depicted as animals. It wasn't just about Barack Obama. Did Donald Trump make the video?
It was a lot of people who they were depicted as monkeys, not just.
He ate better, he dressed better, and he lived in a better house. He lived right up next to his master in the attic or the basement. He ate the same food his master ate and wore his same clothes. And he could
Has
talk just like
president
his
done
master.
that
Did Donald
ever?
Trump make the video?
Has any other president done that
No,
ever?
you're blaming him. Did Donald Trump make the video?
I don't know if he made it, but
No,
it
he
doesn't
did
matter.
not.
It's about what he posts.
Did he denounce what they represented?
If I posted something that said "kill all of X people," that's
So-
what I
no, no,
believe,
no, it's-
right?
it's not true.
Even if
Somebody-
I didn't type it out,
That's not
and
true.
Put it in Canva
If-
and then post it.
If somebody
it's
posted,
still what I believe.
if somebody posted some
Negro could afford to do that because he lived better than the field Negro. He ate better, he dressed better, and he lived in a better house. He lived right up next to his master in the attic or the basement. He ate the same food his master ate and wore his same clothes. And he could talk just like his master. Good diction. And he loved his master more than his master loved himself. That's why he didn't want his master hurt.
offensive on your account and you denounce it, is that a fair statement to say you don't believe in that?
No, I don't think that's true. I would like to be held accountable. If somebody,
he said he didn't believe
if
it.
I hired someone to post on my behalf and they posted racist statements,
and you said,
that
and you,
would be on me.
and you took it down,
No.
and you told them,
I'm sorry.
and you said to the world, you don't believe that to be
Officer
true.
Tatum,
No.
we have to pause here. All right, you have been voted out by the majority. Thank you so much for your
Thank you,
time.
Damn, bro. Damn, if this ain't the epitome of
Better house. He lived right up next to his master in the attic or the basement. He ate the same food his master ate and wore his same clothes. And he could talk just like his master. Good diction. And he loved his master more than his master loved himself. That's why he didn't want his master hurt. If the master got sick, he'd say, "What's the matter, boss? We sick?"
Tatum, bro. Tatum, bruh. Tatum, you in there? Bruh, get out of there. Wake up, bruh. Bro, who did you like this, bro? Who did this to you? This is what that was, my brother. They have taken my African brother and make him white. Oh.
If you would like to be the next debater, get to the chair in 3, 2, 1.
Hey, how you?
So I'd like to talk about Trump and the Republicans, not specifically on Trump, but focusing upon the history of the Republican Party because he's just the latest iteration of that. Okay.
Okay, now let's talk about the Republican Party. Oh, this is great.
Yeah, let's do it.
So the Republican Party has a proven track record of giving platforms to sellouts who promote a message that harms Black people.
Who is
He better not ask who the sellout is.
Lived in a better house. He lived right up next to his master in the attic or the basement. He ate the same food his master ate and wore his same clothes. And he could talk just like his master.
Who is that,
Good
Tatum?
diction.
Who is that?
And he loved his master more than his master loved himself.
That's you.
That's why he didn't want his master hurt. If the master got sick, he'd say, "What's the matter, boss? We sick?" When the master's house caught a fire, he'd try and put the fire out. He
Press
didn't want
one. He's trying to put the fire out, Tatum. That's who you.
Platforms to sellouts who promote a message that harms Black people.
Who
And
is
I'll give
that?
you an
Who is the
example.
sellout that you give me an example?
Well, there are actually quite a few, but I'll start with the
He said, that's what Mr. Blake did to Whack 100 while he was in front of him. You, nigga, you the cooperating witness, bruh. You. And people, there's a lot of you, and there's only one of me. Oh, I love it. YouTube streets. activated in the community. Jeez. Shout out to Jap 5 with the activated song, right? Jeez, they're getting crunk in this bitch.
Oh, let's start with this premise. The first
Look, he's a buster. He's a buster. He's gonna try to say who and check the little dude. And dude was like, exquisitely, there's a lot of you. That's right, dweeb. Time to get these niggas. Forget these. You gotta talk to him like you want to talk to any officer that ever pulled you over. Fuck him.
So I'd like to talk about Trump and the Republicans.
This is what police officers got to go through when they get to heaven. So when you pulled me over that one time, the motherfucker, the worst nightmare. Everybody you pulled over, motherfucker.
Not specifically on Trump, but focusing upon the history of the Republican Party because he's just the latest iteration of that. Okay.
Yeah, let's do it.
So the Republican Party has a proven track record of giving platforms to sellouts who promote a message that harms Black people.
Who
And
is
I'll
that?
give you
Who
an
is the
example.
sellout that you give?
You, Soldier Boy, tell him. You. Who the sellout you talking about? You talking about people like yourself, sir. You big old fucking Teddy Ruxpin, you with Versace silver shoes. You can click 3 times and go back to Kansas, you son of a bitch.
Give me an example.
Well, there are actually quite a few, but I'll start with the
Well, hold on,
earliest
let's start with this
example.
premise. The first Black legislators.
Look,
Right.
he went straight to the debate. You ain't gonna do nothing, nigga. Put that finger up, nigga, and talk about them first Black legislators. Press 1. You, nigga. He bullied you, bro. Officer Tatum. Hey, Officer Homestead. He got you. This is how you talk to the police when they're not in uniform, cuz.
Or the first Black.
They think they know everything and don't know shit.
In Congress, House of Representatives, were all Republicans.
Right. So let me explain that to you.
Is
So
that a fact pattern?
right. Yes. So basically what happened is
Now, this is important, y'all. This is important. Listen to Mr. Homestead. Look at what he say.
Who is that? Who is the sellout that you give me an example?
Well, there are actually quite a few, but I'll start with the
Well, hold on,
earliest
let's start with this
example.
premise. The first Black legislators,
Right.
or the first Black people in Congress, House of Representatives, were all Republicans.
Right.
Wow, that's important. And it looks like from the glow in his eyes, he was expecting your dumb black ass to say some shit like that. Press 1, Uncle Leroy.
So let me explain that to you.
Is that a fact pattern?
Right. Yes. So basically what happened is the last of the radical Republicans, which was a segment of the Republican Party that passed the 14th Amendment, all of the amendments that gave.
Oh, they did what, classroom? Write it down. They passed all of the amendments. This is the last, that's that Republican Party they kept saying was getting all of the credit. I told you that you went in bondage with the 13th, 14th, and 15th, right? Listen to him.
Gave Black people the right to vote and ensured that slaves would not be disenfranchised. He died in August 11.
No. Black people, I mean, Republicans.
See? Y'all see it, right? Y'all see it, right? This is when you went into captivity. You went into captivity when you became an American. Federalized.
Right. So let me explain that to you.
Is that a fact?
You became a captive when you came in under the authority of the Union Army. This is facts. And I mean the federal government, who you know today, that you're under their protective custody because you're incompetent. Okay, we'll get to that later.
Right. Yes. So basically what happened is the last of the radical Republicans, which was a segment of the Republican Party that passed the 14th Amendment, all of the amendments that gave Black people the right to vote and ensured that slaves would not be disenfranchised. He died in August 11.
No. Black people, I mean, Republicans unanimously voted.
He died in 1868.
He died in 1868. Excuse me, sir.
When the 14th Amendment was passed.
The
And then guess
Republicans
what?
as a whole.
And then what happened? And then what happened, sir? Let them talk.
voted unanimously.
No,
The
no, no,
Democrats did not.
Right, but guess what? After the radical Republican faction left Congress,
Radical Republican. That's
yes,
not. That's the.
they are.
You
They
make
were.
that up.
They were a historic. No, no, no. That's a title.
Who-
They were.
That's the type, bro. That, bro.
Who was the radical Republican faction?
They were a segment of the Republican Party.
Who?
That
Name
that
one.
Thaddeus Stevens. He's an example.
See? You don't know nothing. Nothing. You know nothing. You're just arrogant. Nebuchadnezzar.
They are the ones who created the Freedmen's Bureau, which was designed.
Who were they? The radicals, Republicans, created the Freedmen Bureau. Now watch this. This is when you was taken into custody. Guess who got all the information? Who got the kids of the Freedmen Bureau? Who got the asylums? Who got the university of the Freedmen Bureaus? What were the Freedmen Bureaus universities turned into? We are about to get into that. That's why I had to show you this.
To assimilate.
To assimilate, to bring y'all into
Ex-slaves into the national citizenry.
boom, boom, KevRow. Sign up now. Boom. Remember when I showed y'all all those little black kids at the first Memorial Day? They were doing the Bellamy salute. Those were the Freemans, bro. Boom. Those are the Freeman's children, bro. Those are the orphans who was adopted by who the federal government had to take care of because all the black men went to what? War. Nigga. I ain't even mean to put that. Press one. Bro. Bruh. War. That's why.
The black person.
Think you full of shit. That is the whole
No, it's
thesis of
not.
Up From Slavery.
No, it's
Did
not.
you read the book?
I did not read the book.
There you go. Then you don't know
Well-
what you're.
Just amazing. Now, can you understand that? All right? That's what I teach. When you're taken into protective custody and you're still in protective custody, why you are black in law, why you are incompetent because you don't know the law, why they must take care of you by order of the king. You're the children of God. It's the contract of the Constitution is what they bet not do, and they overstep their boundaries. What did they do? Well, I proved to you they prevented you from what? Life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. By doing what? Deeming you black in federal law. Nigga. You're not black. Black is civilly dead. You're non-compos mentis. You're civilly dead because you don't know. And because the men can't speak law. And that's the Hebrew law. Hit the like button and subscribe. And that's the only point that I got up here to play this video. I got up here because of this guy. Huh? This guy brings up everything I teach.
Washington had a message of black success and personal accountability and responsibility.
And it's
he
a
did
lie.
not depend.
And it's a lie.
No, it's
Thesis of
not.
Up From Slavery.
No, it's
Did
not.
you read the book?
I did not read the book.
There you go. Then you don't know
Well,
what you're talking
I
about.
know other.
All of the amendments that gave black people the right to vote and ensured that slaves would not be disenfranchised.
And were they disenfranchised? Yes. The amendments did it. They amended the Constitution so that you can be a slave. And if you was deemed a slave, and here comes the 13th, 14th, and the 15th Amendment. And then he gonna name the Negroes who did it.
He died in August
No,
11.
no. Black people, I mean,
Right, no,
Republicans
let me explain.
unanimously voted.
He died in
Re-
1868 when the
Republicans-
14th Amendment was passed.
The
And then guess
Republicans
what?
as a whole
Right,
voted unanimously. The Democrats did not.
Right, but guess what? After the radical Republican faction left Congress,
Radical Republican. That's the
they
phrase. You make that up.
they were a historic. No. That's a title. They were
who
historic.
who was the radical Republican faction?
They were a segment of the Republican Party
Who?
that
Name one.
Thaddeus Stevens. He's an example. They are the ones who created the Freedmen's Bureau, which was designed to assimilate ex-slaves into the national citizenry. After they left, the Republican Party.
Bro, that's how they got your names. Bruh. Bro, when they put you in the national citizenry, whatever the fuck, that's the dolls. That's when they start working on the names. That's why I say how these Africans and white foreigners, Africans all end up with your name. They stole it. And I proved it. Not the Jews stole your Jews, your we the real Hebrews. No, they stole your name and your inheritance and your land. The kids never received any. You talking reparations? I'm talking your father's pensions. You built, not only did you were the only Americans, the only ones made black into law so that the world can be free white people under your name. Ain't that a bitch? Huh? Don't that clear up history? Ain't that something you must learn and understand and comprehend? You wasn't brought over here on no boat. Your forefathers were children who were stolen by the federal government, and at this point, prisoners of fucking war. And if you don't get your law in order, you can't summon God to act on your behalf. Because summoning God gonna take the word of them. And it's up to every black man that's dead in the eyes of the law to come alive and testify. And testify, you do the research on what that even means. And it ain't yelling at the sky, hoping that he hears you. Okay? Hit the like button and subscribe. It's not hard. People want it to be hard so they can make what I do hard. It's very easy. What Jesus was doing was very easy for him. They was trying to make it hard. But what Jesus understood, the word of God and the law. Not fantasy, not myths, not words of the Pharisees that meant nothing because they didn't do the law.
Constructed an oligarchy, which we call the Gilded Age,
Come on.
and in which we saw the fate of black people decline. Black home ownership decline.
That is.
Black voting
I hope
decline.
they fact check you on
all
this.
of that.
The Republicans unanimously voted.
No, not after that.
The Republicans unanimously voted for the 13th, 14th, and 15th.
He's trying to say exactly. I'm saying exactly. The Republicans, the Democrats created the KKK, but the Republicans put you in slavery. Huh? Remember the white man's covenant. Now go look, free white people. Now you're going to know why Tupac had 50 niggas sitting on his chest with an AK-4, with a Russian rifle sitting up there. Are they trying to kill us? Why? Look at them. Look at all the free white people in America talking about they got black fatigue. What the fuck does that mean? That mean we tired of you. That's what that means. This ain't even a country. They just got trained how to speak English. They tired of you too? Mm-hmm. What about the Jews who just got assimilated here? They tired of you too. What about the Arabs they tired of you too? It's pearly things, her too. Everybody, we all tired of you. All of us collectively, all of us free white people are tired of you blacks. Amen.
Yes, under the leadership of the radical Republicans, and they were
Republicans
progressives.
unanimously voted for the Civil Rights Act.
Under the leadership of the radical Republicans, those black ones, the blackamoors, who was right there with them. Yeah, come on, this is it.
Then after the radical Republicans left, they stopped doing that.
When did the radical Republicans leave? You saying the radical
1868, the last person died.
That's
yes.
not true.
It is 100% true.
Because the Republicans unanimously voted
let me get back to what I was saying. Let me get back to what I was saying.
The Republicans unanimously voted for the Civil Rights Act.
You're bulldozing and you're steamrolling because you don't want to hear what I have to say.
Let's quantify that point.
Listen, brother.
The Republicans
listen to
unanimously
what I
vote
have
for
to
the
say.
Civil Rights Act.
Listen to what I have to say that you can respond to it, okay?
Why won't you answer that question?
Booker T. Washington was feted by the white racist establishment. He had tea at Windsor Castle by Queen Victoria. He met Susan B. Anthony. He was allowed to create the Tuskegee Institute because he was promoting this myth of personal responsibility,
it wasn't
which
a
harms
myth.
Black people.
The most successful documented black man who lifted so many black people from poverty to success was Booker T. Washington.
No, he did not.
Institute
Jim Crow,
was incredible for black success in America.
The institutionalization of Jim Crow was a direct result of his false message.
What was his false message?
His message was that Black people were not fit to participate in the political process.
That's not true.
Because slavery had set them backward.
Boom! You was unfit. Man, I'm done. Koffee and Kush TV, come to KevRow. I'll be back. I do another, I got KevRow at night. If you're not in school, God bless you. This is what I teach. Wow. What a time it is to be alive. God bless y'all.